Okay, hello everyone. So we from Cobra Information System Design Analysis. We will discuss the result of our analysis regarding the requirements for our for an SSO Internet Access System. Okay, I will start with the first discussion. Chapter 1, Introduction. The background. The rapid The rapid development of information technology requires universities to provide fast, secure, and integrated internet service. The internet has become an important tool in supporting academic research and administrative activities. Surabaya State University or UNESA, as a higher education institution, requires a system capable of efficiently managing campus Wi-Fi network access so that both the academic community and guests can connect easily. To meet this need, the Internet Access application was developed integrated with UNESA Single Sign-On or SSO. This application functions as an authentication center, internet account management, and provide additional services such as password resets, guest account creation, and security certificate downloads. With this integration, users do not need to create new accounts. They can simply use their existing SSO account. However, a thorough requirements analysis is still required for implementation to ensure the system truly meets user needs. This analysis covers functional and non-functional requirements, user access right, manage data, and system limitations. Thus, an SSO-based internet access application can provide centralized, secure, and efficient solutions to support campus internet connectivity. To support this analysis, several references are used to understand the concept and implementation of SSO-based internet-based network authentication in a higher education environment. Okay, so I will continue to problem formulation. 1. What is the business process of the UNESA SSO-based Internet Access application? Number 2. How are access rights or routes assigned to the application to meet the needs of its user, such as students, rectors, or staff, administrator, and guests? Number 3. What data needs to be managed to support the continuity of the Internet access system? Number 4. What function and non-functional requirements must be met for the application to run optimally? Number 5. What are the system boundaries to ensure that the application functions remain focused on managing Internet access and do not overlap with other SSO services? Okay. The objective. Number 1. Describe the business process of the UNESA SSO-based Internet access application. Number 2. Identify user access rights based on their roles. Number 3. Determine the data that must be managed by the system. Number 4. Formulate the application functional and non-functional requirements. Number 5. Expand the system boundaries to clarify the scope of service provided. And the benefit. Number 1. For the academic community, facilitates campus internet access with a centralized authentication using SSO. Number 2. For IT admins, assist in monitoring, managing accounts, and handling technical issue more effectively. Number 3. Progress provides a practical and secure temporary account service to support campus activities. Number 4. For the university, supports the digitalization of campus service by providing a secure, efficient, and integrated system.
Okay. Hello everyone. In this section of the presentation, I will explain the theoretical foundation that servers are the basis for designing and developing the Internet Access System integrated with the Single Sign-On, or SSO, is a platform at UNESA. Okay, let's begin with system requirement analysis. This stage is one of the most critical in system development. According to several references, system requirement analysis helps developers understand what users really need and what limitations must be applied so the system can operate effectively and efficiently. It also becomes the reference for determining technical and functional specifications that must be met. Okay. For the Internet Access System at UNESA, the main purpose of the analysis is to ensure that students, lecturers, administrative staff, and guests can easily, safely, and reliably connect to the campus Wi-Fi network. The, okay, the analysis process includes 5 key elements. First, user identification. The system involves different groups of users: students, lecturers, staff IT administrator, and guests. Each group has different needs. For example, students require daily access for learning activity, lecturers and need stable access for teaching and church, while guests only require temporary access during events. For number 2 is functional requirement. The system must offer essential features such as login with SSO credentials and internet account dashboard, password reset, quiz account creation, and file downloads for configuration guides and security certificate. These features are designed to make access more efficient and minimize manual work for the IT team. Number 3 is non-functional requirements. In addition to its main function, the system must meet several quality aspects such as data security, availability 24 hours a day, ease of use, multi-device and multi-browser compatibility, and scalability. This ensures that system remains stable even when the number of users grows significantly in the future. And number 4, integration with SSO. The Internet Access System is not built separately. Instead, it's a fully integrated with UNESA's exciting single sign-on platform. This means users can use one account for multiple services. It simplifies the login process, improves security, and reduces the need for the account duplication. And the last is number 5, system boundaries. Finally, the system scope is clearly defined. It focuses only on Internet access authentication and doesn't handle academic functions like grades, course registration, or attendance. This boundary helps keep the system simple, stable, and especially in network access management. Next, let's move to access right or user roles. Access control is a very important concept because it relates directly to security and efficiency. By applying a role-based access control or RBAC model, the system ensures that each user only has access to features that are relevant to their role. For the student can log in, for example, for the student can log in users their SSO account, view and manage their personal internet credentials, reset password, create accounts for academic events, and download configuration guide and security certificate. For the lecturer and staff have similar rights, but they usually receive higher network priority to support the teaching and administrative activity. For the IT administrator, it is are given full access to the system. They can manage user account, monitor network activity, troubleshoot technical issues, and ensure the security is maintained. And for the quest or in the other hand, don't have direct access to system dashboard. They can only use temporary accounts that are created and managed by students, lecturer, or administrator. This helps maintain network security while still providing access for external visitors. This structured access management helps protect sensitive information and ensure the system runs smoothly. Finally, let's discuss data management. In any information system, data is core component that support our operation and service. The success of the internet access application depends on how well data is collected, organized, and protected. And next, there are several key categories of data managed in the system. The first is user data. Obtained from the SSO system, this includes ID numbers, full names, user roles, and official email address. For the second is internet account data, such as usernames, encrypted password, and account status. For the number three is quest account data, used to provide temporary access for external users. And for number four, configuration guides, downloadable documents that help users connect their device to the network. For number five is security certificate, is to use to ensure the encrypted and safe connection. And for the last is activity logs, is mean which record user activities such as logins, password reset, and quest account creation. This log data is essential for network monitoring and security audits. All of these data components support the system operational effectiveness and help administrators manage network usage more efficiently. And we
Hello everyone, my name is Owen Karwanto with the last 3-digit ID number is 011. In this chapter, we will discuss the core part of our system analysis, the Internet Access System integrated with SSO UNESA. This section is where the ideas turn into a concrete model, where we explain how the system actually works, what technology it needs, and where its limits are defined. Our discussion will be divided into three parts. The business process, which describe how users interact with the system from login to internet access. The technical requirements, which ensure the system runs smoothly and securely. And the last one is the system limitations, which define what the system does not handle, so it remains focused and efficient. First one is the business process. The business process describes the sequence of activities that deliver the main service. In this case, granting internet access to UNESA users through a unified login system. The goal is simple. Users only need one account to access every UNESA service, including Wi-Fi. The process starts when users log in using their SSO credentials. This integration ensures that only verified users like students, lecturers, or staff can access the network. Once authenticated, the system redirects them to the Internet Access dashboard. On this dashboard, users can view their Wi-Fi account details such as username, status, and connection activity. They can also reset their internet password directly without contacting an administrator, which saves time and reduces support queues. Next, the system provides a guest account feature. This allows authorized users like lecturers or students for organizing an academic events to create a temporary accounts for visitors. Guest accounts usually last for 24 hours, but administrators can extend them when necessary. To ensure users can configure their device easily, the dashboard also provides downloadable setup guides for Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. Additionally, users can download a security certificate that guarantees encrypted connection to the official UNESA Wi-Fi network. Meanwhile, administrators can easily monitor the system activity, manage accounts, detect connection issues, and handle troubleshooting tasks. Their monitoring role ensures the system remains secure, stable, and compliant with network policies. In short, this business process turns complex IT management into a centralized, user-friendly service that supports UNESA Digital Campus ecosystem. Next is the technical requirements. For the internet access system to perform reliably, it must be supported by a strong technical foundation. These technical needs cover the server, network, user device, browser compatibility, and security. The first one is the server requirements. The server acts as the central brain of the system. It must integrate smoothly with the UNESA SSO through protocols like LDAP or Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, and also RADIUS or Remote Authentication Dial-In User Service. Because thousands of users connect daily, the server must have a high-performance processor, large RAM, and fast SSD storage. It should also include redundant power supply and automatic backup system to maintain uptime even during power outages. Next is the network infrastructure. The network is the backbone of the entire system. Reliable Wi-Fi coverage must reach classrooms, offices, labs, dormitories, and public spaces. Each access point must handle multiple simultaneous connections efficiently. Bandwidth management system should prioritize educational and administrative needs. For example, lecturers' connection are prioritized over guest access to avoid disruptions in learning activities. User device and compatibility. Since users access the network from different devices, the system must support a variety of platforms like laptops, smartphones, and tablets. Configuration guides ensure users can connect easily regardless of their device type. Next is the browser support. Because the application runs on the web, it must function correctly on popular browsers such as Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and Safari. Cross-browser compatibility prevents access problem and improves user experience. And the last one is the security mechanism. Security is non-negotiable. All communication between clients and server must use HTTPS or Hypertext Transfer Protocol secure to ensure data encryption. The system must also include firewalls, intrusion detection, and monitoring tools to identify suspicious activity. Moreover, access privilege must follow the role-based access control or RBAC model to prevent unauthorized data access. And the last one is the system limitations. Every system must have boundaries to stay focused and efficient. Defining what the system does not do is just as important as defining what it can do. First is the academic content exclusion. The system only handles internet authentication and access. It does not process academic data such as grades, course registration, or attendance. Those are managed by separate academic information systems under the UNESA SSO environment. Next is the limited password management. The password reset function applies only to Wi-Fi access credential, not the main SSO account. If user wish to change their primary SSO password, they must go through the main SSO portal. And next is admin-only monitoring. Activity logs such as connections, duration, bandwidth usage are visible only to IT administrators. This ensures privacy and prevent misuse of user data. And the last one is external network control. Finally, the system cannot control external internet service providers. If network outages occur outside the university's infrastructure, the internet access system cannot fix them. Its responsibility ends at internal authentication and Wi-Fi management. That's all for me, and thank you for listening.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Arya Pertama Bisiro, and on my friend informed me this. My student ID number is 240121 4017, and I'm a student at State University of Surabaya. Today I'm going to present about the business process model and notation for the internet access system in SSO Indonesia. Explaining about the BBMN diagram. The BBM diagram represent the business one of the internet access system at the Indonesia. It operates through the single on as or single sign-on or SSO platform. It shows how user interact with the system from login, account validation, registration, and password management to the final verification and completion process. The first, for the start, the process begin when a user wants to access internet service using the SSO or single sign-on system. Number two, login SSO Indonesia. The user log in to the SSO Indonesia system by entering their username and password. To validate login, the system check whether the entered credential are valid. When the login is valid, the user is directed to the SSO dashboard. If invalid, the system displays a valid login notification and the user must try again. Okay, the fourth, enter the dashboard. After successful login, the user access the dashboard where various features are available, including the internet access menu. The file. Select the internet access menu. The user can choose the internet access menu to process with connection to the university's internet system. Okay, for the search internet access verification, the system can check whether the user already has an internet access account. If yes, the user can directly enter the internet access page. If not, the user must go through the registration process first. For registration internet access account, if the user does not have account, they need to provide required information to register. Once the registration is complete, the user can continue with the login process. Okay, upon the reset password, it's optional in the SSO of internet access. If the user forget the password, the system provides an option to reset it. The first, there is the user click on reset password, enter a new password, and confirm it. The system then verifies the reset request. If the user doesn't need a reset, they can continue to the next step. For 9, download internet access quit. After success login, the user can download a quick document and explain about how to use the internet system properly. And number 10, uh, the user can make a Quest account for maybe their friend. The system asks whether the user want to a Quest account. If yes, the user goes through the following step. The first, create a Quest account. Number 2, set the password. Number 3, can see or view account information. And 11, perform additional action. If once logged in, the user can manage the account through several of action. The first, delete account, the system verifies and the account deletion process. And for the reset password, the system can automatically verify the password reset process. Extend account, the system verifies automatic the account extension process. Create a new password. The user can choose create a new password if necessary. Okay, for system verification, every action set or reset, delete or extension is verified by the system to ensure account security and process validity. After all process and verification are complete successful, the system will end. Okay, in conclusion, this PPMN diagram clearly illustrates how the internet access system or SS UNESA operate in a structured, efficient, and secure way. It ensures that user can log in, register, and manage their account easily, while maintaining system reliability and data protection. Okay, for the chapter 5, functional and non-functional recruitment. The functional recruitment describe the main feature that must be available for the UNESA Internet Access application to work effectively for student, lecturer, academic, staff, and administrators. There's feature ensure that user can manage their internet access easily, securely, and independently. The key functional requirements include number 1, and the first one is login authentication. User must be able to log in using their UNESA single sign-on account or UNESA SSO. This eliminates the needs to create a new account or remember extra password, improving both convenience and security. The second, internet account dashboard. After login, users are directed to the dashboard that serves as the central hub for account information. The dashboard should display user identity style such as full name, role status, or lecture and Wi-Fi username. It must be also include several features. The password, reset a button to reset the password when user forget or encounter login issues. Outline document demo, list of internet setup kits for various devices like Windows, Mac, Android, iPhone, including activation products For student, staff, or request account. For document download feature, its GUID must include a download button so user can easily obtain instruction for their device. Quick navigation. Okay, allows user to access other menus such as Quest account management or certified file download. Okay, the third, Quest account management. The system provides as the system provides a service for creating temporary Quest account. Administrator can create, extend, or delete this account based on campus event needs. Four. The four is device configuration grid. The application must offer download level, technical, manual, so user can set up connection on various devices without needing to get admin assistance. Number 6. For number 5, connection certificate file. To ensure network security, the system should provide the downloadable certificate file. The certificate help user connect securely to the artificial initial network. Number 6, use account and expiry notification. The system should send alert when a closed account is about to expire, allowing user to renew their access on time and avoid disruption during academic or campus activities. Okay, for non-functional requirement. Unlike functional requirement, non-functional requirement focus on quality, performance, and user experience to ensure the system runs optimally. Key aspects include the first one is security, science application store sensitive information. All data must be extracted. The use of SSL or TLS and SSL integration is mandatory to maintain secure access. The second, the system availability. The internet service should be available 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Therefore, the server must be stable, have backup system, and support circular recovery. And the third is of use. The application should have a simple interface with clear navigation, ensuring even the user with limited technical skill can operate it comfortably. 4. Compatibility. The system must be accessible on various devices, both computer and smartphone, and work smoothly across different operating system and popular browser. Okay, the last one, scalability. As the number of users grow along with the university's development, the system must be capable of handling thousands of users simultaneously without degrading performance. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Andika Octavianto from Information System Class A, batch 2024. Today I will present chapter 6 and 7, which cover the interview and questionnaire result, followed by conclusion and suggestion. Chapter 6, interview and questionnaire result. The next is questionnaire result from student. The participants involved were 14 students from outside information system program. Question 1. Is the internet access menu on UNESA SSO easy to use? 85.7% answer is yes, and 14.3% answer is no. The analysis, most respondents state that the internet access menu is easy to use. This indicates that the navigation flow and interface are already user-friendly. However, a small number, 14.3%, experience difficult, possibly due to unclear instruction or an interface that still needs improvement. The next is question 2. Have you experienced any problem or issue when accessing the Internet Access menu, such as login error or account activation problems? 57.1% answer is yes, and 42.9% answer is no. The analysis, the majority of respondents still face problem during the login or activation process. This suggests that technical optimization is still needed, particularly in the authentication and data synchronization between the SSO system and the Internet Access Service. The next is question 3. In your opinion, how is the Internet access, the Internet speed at UNESA? 7.1% answer is stable, and 50% answer is less stable, and 42.7% answer is sometimes. The result showed that the internet connection on UNESA campus remains unstable for most users. Only 7.1% report a stable connection, while 91.7% found it slower or inconsistent. This indicates that network stability is a critical issue that must be improved to ensure smooth campus connectivity. The next is question 4. What do you think about the appearance or design of the Internet Access menu? The answer is 21.4% answer is attractive, and 21.4% less attractive, and 57.1% answer is neutral. The survey result indicate that the Internet Access menu design still need enhancement. A total of 57.1% consider the design ordinary, 21.4% found it attractive, and another 21.4% found it less appealing. Although the interface works functionally, improvement in design and aesthetic are needed to make it more modern, informative, and comfortable to use across various devices. The next is question 5. What are your suggestions for improving or further developing the Internet Access menu on SSO so that it works optimally on all devices? 85.7% answer is internet stability. 71.4% answer is dashboard display, and 50% answer is device compatibility. The analysis, most respondents emphasize the need to improve internet stability as connections are often inconsistent in some areas. They also suggested enhancing the dashboard, 71.4% for better responsiveness and usability. Half of the respondents report that some phone models could not connect either from UNESA user or external desk. Therefore, future improvements should focus on network reliability and cross-device compatibility. And the next is question 6. Do you think the Internet Access menu help user connect to the internet within the UNESA campus area? 100% answer is helpful. the analysis, all respondents agree that the Internet Access menu in UNESA SSO is very helpful for connecting devices to the campus network. This shows that the system successfully served its purpose as a centralized authentication platform, simplifying Internet access for all academic members. And the next is interview result from lecturer with Mrs. Berlian. The analysis overall, the Internet access menu works well without major issues. It is easy to use and support academic activities effectively. However, network disruption still occur, especially in certain areas where the signal is weak or errors happen frequently. The lecturer emphasized the system function and network stability are more important than interface design. And the second lecturer with Mrs. Monica Cynthia, the analysis, the feature and main function of internet access work well, but excessive notification appear on the SSO menu before entering the internet access page. Apart from that, there are no significant issues and the UI UX design is already acceptable. The lecturer suggests prioritizing improvement in connection, consistency, and network performance. The next is chapter 7, conclusion and suggestion. Conclusion, based on the analysis of the internet access system in SSO UNESA, it can be concluded that the website or application is effective but not yet fully efficient. In terms of effectiveness, the system functions well as a single authentication center that facilitates students, lecturers, and staff in accessing the campus internet network without the need to create additional account. The login process runs smoothly and the main features such as password reset, guest account creation, and user guide download can be utilized and neat. However, in terms of efficiency, there are still several issues that hinder system performance, such as unstable network coverage across campus area, compatibility problem with certain device, and excessive notification in the SSO menu before accessing internet access. These issues led to suboptimal access time and a less seamless user experience. Therefore, the application is effective in carrying out its main function but not yet efficient in terms of performance and user convenience, indicating the need for further technical and system design improvement. The next is suggestion. Based on analysis, the internet access system in SSO UNESA has performed fairly well and effectively in assisting users to access the campus network. However, in terms of efficiency and user comfort, several aspects still need improvement. Issues such as unstable connection in certain area, excessive notification before entering the internet access menu, and access incompatibility on some devices indicate the need for a system redesign for better optimization. The purpose redesign should include enhancement to the dashboard interface, make it simpler, more responsive, and easier to navigate, along with adjustment to ensure compatibility across various devices and browsers. Furthermore, improving network stability and access speed should be prioritized, and so that the service can operate more efficiently and consistently throughout the campus. With the implementation of the redesign, it is expected SSO NESA Internet Access System will not only function effectively as a network authentication service, but also become more efficient, stable, and capable of providing a better user experience for the entire academic community. Thank you for listening my presentation. That is all from me. Have a great day and thank you.